Hey everybody, welcome to Health Renewed. Today, we're going to go over the top 2 vitamins that may actually weaken your legs after age 60. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it's one of the most surprising and potentially harmful things I've ever seen when it comes to senior nutrition. As we age, staying strong and mobile becomes more than a goal. It's a necessity for living independently and enjoying life. But did you know that some common vitamins, especially when taken in excess, could silently be sabotaging your leg health? You've probably been told they're essential, and they are, in the right amounts. But after 60, too much of certain vitamins can backfire, leading to muscle weakness, joint stiffness, and even loss of mobility. In this video, we'll reveal the top 2 worst vitamins for leg strength in older adults, explain the science, and give you the safe path forward. Let's dive in. Vitamin A, the silent leg weakener. After 60, vitamin A is one of the most essential nutrients in the human body. It supports vision, boosts immune health, aids in reproduction, and contributes to the proper functioning of the heart, lungs, and kidneys. But for seniors over 60, there's a surprising and often overlooked danger. Too much vitamin A can weaken your legs and contribute to loss of strength, balance, and mobility. Why you need vitamin A, but only in the right amount. There are 2 forms of vitamin A. Preformed vitamin A, or retinol, is found in animal products like liver, dairy, and fish oil. Then there's provitamin A, such as beta-carotene, which comes from colorful fruits and vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, and spinach. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, meaning your body stores it in the liver and fatty tissues rather than excreting any excess in urine. This storage ability is both a blessing and a curse, especially for older adults whose liver function and metabolism tend to slow down with age. While adequate vitamin A intake supports tissue repair and immunity, too much can accelerate bone loss, weaken muscles, and increase fall risk, all of which directly affect leg health. What happens when you get too much vitamin A? This condition, known as hypervitaminosis A, occurs when the body accumulates excessive levels of preformed vitamin A. For seniors, even modest long-term supplementation or frequent consumption of high vitamin A foods like liver can push levels into the danger zone. Excess vitamin A increases the activity of osteoclasts, the cells that break down bone tissue. When osteoclasts outpace osteoblasts, the cells that build bone, it leads to weaker bones, especially in the legs and hips. At the same time, high vitamin A intake may also interfere with vitamin D and calcium metabolism, further compromising bone strength and muscular coordination. As bone weakens and muscle strength declines, you may notice difficulty standing up, walking upstairs, or maintaining balance. These effects are especially problematic for people over 60 who are already at risk for sarcopenia and osteoporosis. Symptoms of vitamin A toxicity. Spotting the signs of vitamin A overload early is key to preventing long-term damage. Here are some common symptoms. Muscle and joint pain, especially in legs, hips, and lower back. Dry, itchy skin or peeling, chronic fatigue or drowsiness. Blurred or double vision, headaches or dizziness, nausea or vomiting. Loss of appetite and weight loss, irritability or mood swings. In more severe cases, excessive vitamin A may even lead to liver damage or fractures, especially in the elderly. Seniors who take multivitamins or cod liver oil daily are especially vulnerable. How much vitamin A is safe? According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, the recommended dietary allowance, RDA, for vitamin A is 700 mcg RA, retinol activity equivalents, for women, 900 mcg ERA for men. However, many supplements, especially those aimed at anti-aging, exceed this dose. Toxicity symptoms have been reported with chronic intake above 3,000 mcg RAE per day. Remember, these values are for total intake, food and supplements combined. Seniors should aim to stay closer to the RDA and ideally get most of their vitamin A from beta-carotene-rich plant foods, which are much safer. Safer food choices. To protect your leg strength and overall health, avoid over-consuming foods rich in retinol, such as liver, beef, chicken, cod liver oil, full-fat dairy, fortified cereals. Check labels for added retinol. High-dose vitamin supplements instead focus on colorful vegetables and fruits, carrots, sweet potatoes, kale and spinach, mangoes, butternut squash. Beta-carotene converts to vitamin A only when your body needs it, making it a safer alternative for older adults. Final thought. It's easy to think that taking more vitamins is always better, especially with age. But vitamin A is a perfect example of how more can mean harm. If you're over 60 and experiencing muscle soreness, joint stiffness, or difficulty moving your legs, your vitamin A intake could be a hidden culprit. Speak with your healthcare provider and request a blood test to check your serum retinol levels. Balancing your vitamin intake is not just about avoiding deficiency, it's about protecting your strength, independence, and quality of life. Don't let an invisible overdose rob you of your ability to walk, move, and live freely. Vitamin D, the silent threat. When overused after 60, vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, and for good reason. It's essential for bone health, immune function, and muscle performance. For seniors, it's often prescribed or supplemented to prevent osteoporosis and fractures. But here's the lesser-known truth. Too much vitamin D can weaken your legs, disrupt your calcium balance, and harm your mobility. Why vitamin D matters, but balance is critical. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, the mineral that builds strong bones. It also plays a role in nerve signaling and muscle contraction. Without enough vitamin D, bones can become brittle and muscles may cramp or spasm. However, since vitamin D is fat-soluble, just like vitamin A, the body stores excess amounts in the liver and fat tissues. This means that it can build up over time and become toxic, especially when seniors take high-dose supplements without regular monitoring. While vitamin D deficiency is a valid concern, we've now swung too far in the other direction. Oversupplementation has become common, and the consequences can be serious, especially for older adults with reduced kidney function or those taking multiple medications. What happens when you get too much vitamin D? Excess vitamin D, also known as vitamin D toxicity or hypervitaminosis D, leads to hypercalcemia, high levels of calcium in the blood. This causes calcium to leach out of the bones and deposit into soft tissues, including the kidneys, heart, and even your leg muscles. This can cause muscle weakness, especially in the thighs and calves, pain in the legs, bones, and joints, fatigue and confusion, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain, kidney stones or kidney damage, frequent urination and dehydration, heart rhythm problems. It's ironic, but true. The very vitamins people take to strengthen their bones and muscles can lead to fractures and weakness when taken excessively. For older adults whose muscles are already more fragile and whose kidneys are slower at processing waste, the risks are even greater. Symptoms of too much vitamin D in the body. Many seniors are unaware that their daily supplement routine may be working against them. If you or someone you love is experiencing the following symptoms, it may be time to reevaluate your vitamin D intake. Persistent leg cramps or muscle twitching, difficulty walking or getting up from a chair, loss of appetite or weight loss, thirst and dry mouth, brain fog or forgetfulness, weak grip strength, unexplained irritability or depression. Over time, these symptoms can add up to reduced mobility, falls, and even hospitalization, all from something as seemingly harmless as a vitamin. How much vitamin D is safe? According to the NIH, the recommended daily allowance, RDA, for vitamin D is 600 IU for adults aged 51 to 70, 800 IU for adults over 70. The tolerable upper intake level, UL, is set at 4,000 IU per day, but many seniors unknowingly exceed this through multiple supplements, fortified foods, and prescription doses. Some supplements sold online or over-the-counter contain 5,000 to 10,000 IU per capsule, a dangerously high dose for long-term use. Even worse, many seniors combine vitamin D with calcium supplements, which can compound the risk of hypercalcemia. Dietary sources of vitamin D without going overboard. Before reaching for another pill, consider getting vitamin D naturally through your diet and moderate sun exposure. Here are safe sources: fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Egg yolks, mushrooms exposed to sunlight. Fortified milk, cereal, or orange juice. 10-20 minutes of sunlight on bare skin, 2-3 times a week. Your body is better at regulating natural vitamin D from sunlight and food than from synthetic supplements. And remember, you don't need to overdo it, just enough to meet your daily needs. Final thoughts. When vitamin D becomes dangerous. Vitamin D is not the enemy. It's vital for senior health. But just like with any medicine, the dose makes the poison. When you take more than your body needs, especially without testing your blood levels, you put your legs, kidneys, and bones at serious risk. If you're taking supplements and start to notice new leg weakness, joint pain, or cramping, speak to your doctor about checking your 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels. A simple blood test can tell you whether you're getting too much of a good thing. Remember, the goal is strength, mobility, and independence, not just high vitamin numbers. Get informed, eat wisely, and supplement only as needed. Your legs will thank you. Restoring leg strength, simple exercises for seniors. Affected by vitamin overload. When vitamin overdoses, particularly of vitamins A and D, weaken your leg muscles, gentle physical activity can play a critical role in regaining strength and balance. Vitamin toxicity often leads to muscle weakness, cramps, or stiffness, making everyday movements challenging. Fortunately, regular, simple exercises can help rebuild muscle fibers, improve circulation, and enhance neuromuscular coordination. Here are some effective, easy-to-perform leg exercises ideal for seniors: heel raises, calf raises. Stand near a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Slowly raise your heels off the floor, standing on your toes. Hold the position for 2 to 3 seconds, then gently lower your heels back down. Repeat this 10 to 15 times. Heel raises strengthen the calf muscles, improve ankle stability, and enhance balance, all vital for walking safely and preventing falls. The video tutorial link is provided below in the video description. Seated leg extensions. Sit comfortably in a chair with your back straight. Slowly extend one leg forward until it is straight. Hold for a moment, then lower it back down without touching the floor. Alternate legs for 10 to 15 repetitions each. This exercise targets the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs, which are crucial for climbing stairs and standing up. The video tutorial link is provided below in the video description. Ankle circles. While seated, lift one foot off the ground and rotate your ankles slowly in circles 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. Switch to the other foot. This gentle movement helps increase ankle flexibility and improve blood flow, reducing stiffness caused by muscle weakness or vitamin toxicity. The video tutorial link is provided below in the video description. Standing on one leg, use a chair or wall for balance. Lift one foot off the ground and try to stand on the other leg for 10 to 20 seconds. Switch legs and repeat. This exercise builds balance and strengthens stabilizing muscles around your knees and hips, which are essential for preventing falls. The video tutorial link is provided below in the video description. Regular practice of these exercises not only combats the muscle weakening effects of vitamin overdose, but also promotes joint flexibility and confidence in movement. Remember, start slowly and increase repetitions gradually. If you experience pain or discomfort, stop and consult a healthcare provider. Vitamin sources, whole foods versus supplements, what's safer for seniors? Understanding where your vitamins come from is essential, especially for seniors concerned about overdosing on vitamins A and D. The source significantly impacts how your body absorbs, uses, and stores these nutrients. Vitamin A from natural foods. Natural vitamin A, found as provitamin A carotenoids, like beta-carotene, occurs in orange and yellow vegetables such as carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens, as well as animal sources like liver. The body converts beta-carotene to active vitamin A as needed, which reduces the risk of toxicity. For example, eating carrots or spinach doesn't typically cause a vitamin A overdose because the conversion process is self-regulated. The body only converts what it needs, and excess carotenoids generally don't accumulate dangerously. In contrast, synthetic vitamin A in supplements and high-dose animal liver products can lead to accumulation and toxicity, especially when taken in excess over long periods. Symptoms of vitamin A toxicity include dizziness, nausea, headaches, and muscle weakness, all of which can impair mobility. Vitamin D from natural sources. Vitamin D can be obtained naturally through safe sun exposure, fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified foods such as milk or cereals. The body synthesizes vitamin D from sunlight in a regulated manner. Excess sun exposure does not lead to vitamin D toxicity. Natural food sources also provide vitamin D in forms that are absorbed and metabolized more gradually compared to supplements. This lowers the risk of overdosing and adverse effects. Supplements, especially high-dose vitamin D pills, pose a higher risk of overdose, since vitamin D is fat-soluble and stored in the body. Excess vitamin D causes calcium buildup in the blood, leading to symptoms like muscle weakness, confusion, and kidney damage, all dangerous for seniors. Key advice for seniors: prioritize food, use supplements wisely. For older adults, the best approach to maintain balanced vitamin levels is to focus on a nutrient-rich diet rather than relying heavily on supplements. Whole foods provide a complex matrix of nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber that work synergistically, offering better safety and overall health benefits. Supplements should fill nutritional gaps confirmed by medical testing, not replace meals or be taken arbitrarily. Regular checkups and blood tests help tailor supplement intake to actual needs, preventing harmful overdoses. By choosing colorful vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes for vitamin A, and natural sources like salmon and moderate sunlight for vitamin D, seniors can nourish their bodies safely. Avoiding excessive supplements of these vitamins reduces the risk of muscle weakness and bone issues, protecting leg health and mobility. Final thoughts: combining mindful nutrition with targeted exercises forms a powerful strategy to counteract the weakening effects of vitamin overdose. Remember that balance, not more, is the key to healthy aging. Incorporate these simple leg exercises into your daily routine and prioritize vitamin intake from whole foods. Consult healthcare professionals before starting any supplements and stay vigilant for symptoms of vitamin imbalance. With the right knowledge and habits, seniors can maintain strong legs, improve mobility, and enjoy an active, independent life well beyond 60. If you're over 60, your body's needs are changing, and what worked before may now be working against you. By avoiding excessive vitamin A and D, and focusing on a nutrient-balanced diet, light exercise, and mindful supplementation, you can regain strength, reduce cramps, and protect your independence. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos on senior nutrition, leg strength, and living well after 60. Check out this playlist of my top 10 videos on vitamins, muscle health, and mobility tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.